Hey everyone, thanks for coming to office hours. This is CSC 106 Intro to Programming at Middlesex College. Here we are in October and we're having our second office hours for this remote course. The order that you entered the room was Jillian, Faraz, and then Cynthia. So we'll start with Jillian. Did you have any questions?
No, not really. I was just watching to see what you were gonna go over.
Okay. So yeah, I can definitely do some coding after we get to all the questions. Faraz, do you have a question? Faraz, are you there?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. Variable scopes.
Sorry, say it again.
Variable scopes.
Where are the scores?
I think he asked about variable scopes.
Variable scope. So are you talking about like the global keyword, Faraz?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you declare a variable outside of um functions and you put the global keyword, or even inside of functions, if you put the global keyword when you declare it, and then on the next line you store a value in it, then that variable will be accessible. Sorry, can everybody mute themselves? That variable will be accessible in all functions. So global scope lets you access a variable in all functions of a file. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
So, parameter variables, they are same.
Sorry, what?
Parameter variables,
Parameters. What about parameters?
variables.
Are they the same as variables?
Yeah.
They're similar. Parameters, you pass in values to functions, and the parameter of the function takes that value and uses it in the function. So parameters are more like local scope because you can only use parameters within the function. Okay, I hope that helped.
Yes.
Great. Cynthia, do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Okay. Like what topic would it help you for me to talk about? Um, like, are you guys comfortable with looping? Are you comfortable with conditional statements? Um,
Uh, just I have a question regarding. Yeah, I can hear me, right? I should be able to hear me. Yeah, but I have a question regarding the one of the previous assignments, the algorithms thing. Like, what do you want us to do with that?
yeah, the five questions that you have to do are at the end of the document.
Yeah, but like, do you want us to do it like now and then hand it in? Like, what? Like,
Yes.
okay, like what's the due date on that?
So, I think a lot of people were confused with what to do for that assignment, so I can move the due date. But it's becoming a trend where there's a lot of people who haven't been submitting So there's at some point I have to stop extending the due date. But for this one, I can do it as well for the algorithms. So does that work, Adi?
Yeah, I mean, what's the like I can't really see it right now. What's the due date on I guess on the current thing? What's the due date right now for it? Or is it already passed?
Oh, the algorithms challenge that it definitely already passed.
Right, right.
Yeah, that was like September 27th.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I can, let me just do it now. Make it like October 10th, give you like 2, 3 more days.
All right, I guess that works.
So move this, save. Now an announcement. Please take advantage of this as I will stop extending due dates very soon. All right, I hope that helps. Okay, like, yeah, feel free to interrupt me with any questions, but yeah, like, um, if I were to give you an algorithm, like, given a list of numbers, find the maximum value in the list without using any predefined Python uh, methods. So would anyone know how to do that or have an idea?
Uh, do you want me to answer?
Um, let's see if anyone else Faraz, Jillian, Cynthia, do you know how to solve this? Okay, so I'll just walk through. Just put up like a thumbs up or some emoji so I can see that you're still here. Okay, Cynthia did it. Jillian did it. Adi did it. Okay, so I hope Faraz is here. All right. So to do this, it would be like declare a variable to store the max. create your list of numbers. Loop through the numbers, right? Compare the current number to the max. And then you can take a wild guess and know that if the current, and then here, I'll actually put that as a sub of step 4. If the current number is greater than the max, make the current number equal to the max. Okay, that's all it takes. So declare a variable to store the, so let me save this first as a Python file. Oops. So we are in Middlesex, fall. This is, algorithms.py. Okay. So max equals, and we're gonna just make it the first, to make it easy on ourselves, we make it the first, actually, let's create the list. We make it the first value of the list, so the list is an unordered list of integers. Okay. And then the max, it's easier to make it the first number in the list so that we don't get confused with comparing a random number as the max to the first number in list, because then that puts the algorithm off kilter. If you just made max equal to like 0, it would change the dynamic, or if you made it greater than 4, it would change the dynamic. So we just make it equal to the first number. Okay. Then step 3 says loop through the numbers. We know to loop through Python lists, you doing this for num in list colon if, and then on to step 4, if what's the current number list, oh, so we want to use, no, if num, I'm sorry, if num is greater than max, then max is equal to num, right? Simple enough. And you don't even need an else. You don't even need an else. So when I print max, what should we see? Somebody unmute and let me know. What should print as the max? Anybody? What?
9, 9.
Yes. So we're going to trace this loop. So we're going to trace lines 16 through 18. So num is each number in the list. So if 4, so on the first iteration, if 4 is greater than, max is 4. So is that true? 4 greater than 4? No, false. Go to the next iteration. Is 1 greater than 4? No. Don't execute line 18. Is next iteration, is 9 greater than 4? Yes. Execute line 18. Max is now 9. Final iteration, is 3 greater than max? Because max now is 9. Is 3 greater than 9? False. So 18 is not. So then when you print max on line 20, you get 9. Does anyone have any questions about that simple algorithm? Does anybody feel like, just let me know, like speak up or write in the chat, like does anyone feel like they could have solved that?
I mean, I feel like I could have, but yeah.
Great, yes, I know you're more experienced. Okay, so I'm seeing silence. So okay, I mean the good thing about silence is that you're learning. I think if you're not saying that you would have known how to do this, then you're learning. So that's good. Um, so like Adi, do you have any more questions that we can address? Or I could do
No,
another
not
algorithm. Yeah.
no, not really. I mean, looking at it, I mean, yeah, that's yeah. No, I don't really have any questions. That's probably how I would do it too, unless it's like something bigger, I guess. Then you might want to you might want to do a more efficient thing. But yeah, that's fine for a small set. That's probably how I'd do it too.
Yes, great observation that with more numbers in the list, yeah, you'd probably want something, yeah, more
Yeah.
robust, more efficient, yep, than just starting from the beginning and comparing to the next number, right? Because that's kind of like a linear comparison, which isn't the
Yeah,
fastest. Yeah,
linear search versus all the other algorithms.
yep. Um, okay, so we're keeping the video to a relatively uh digestible length. So it's been like 16 minutes. So that people, but I just want to know, yeah, I guess I mean if y'all don't have questions, I mean we can wrap up. Another, just to put for content in the video, let's do another algorithm, really quick one to um print, or we'll do more than print, we'll just do two. Yeah, Jillian's coming back. So another algorithm to store the odd numbers. Okay, so you're given a list nums, and we wanna move just the odd numbers to another list. I'm doing the same numbers, that's funny. 8, 7, 3, 2, 10. So we just want the odd numbers, and then list odds equals an empty list. So I want to transfer the odd numbers from list nums to list odds. So we can do for num in list nums colon enter. You need the proper indentation. And we want to do, by the way, I'm in Sublime text editor right now. This is not an IDE, but it's a really nice text editor. Sublime text. So for num, we want to do list. Oh, if, sorry, you need a conditional. If num modulus 2 does not equal 0, right? If the remainder is not 0, that means it's odd when you divide it by 2. So then we can add that to list odds, and then in Python, to add to a list, you use append. List odds dot append num. And then let's print list odds. Okay. And that's funny, I didn't run the first one to check that we got the correct thing. So we should see 9, and we should see a list of 7, 3. So I save this, and now I go into PowerShell, clear. Okay. Where is this file? Desktop. So, okay. So cd ... takes me back a directory. Now you get this terminal experience. This is Windows PowerShell, which is a terminal. And then what's in here? ls is to look at all the files. And then I believe I have to go to OneDrive. So let me do clear cd OneDrive ls. This will take me to desktop, I think. CD desktop. Yep. And then Middlesex College. I think there's like 2 Middlesex colleges though. And then LS, there's fall 2024. And then one more CD into CSC. Yep. Uh-oh. Oh, I did CS, that's why. Oh my gosh, I keep doing CS. I'm sorry. CSC. Okay, clear. Now we're in the right directory. We're in the directory where the file is located. So I can finally do Python and then the name of the file. Algorithms. .py. And that's exactly what we're expecting, to see 9 for the max number in the first algorithm, and to see a list of only the odd numbers, 7 and 3, for the second algorithm. So this concludes our office hours. Thank you for joining, and I will see you in another video.